So I think my one piece of advice for other working women or career women who actually want to break out and start their own business would perhaps be one of the things that was most challenging for me at the beginning, and I actually didn't realize that was a learning or a lesson. So when you start a business, I think you're just forced to be resourceful without resources and do things on such a small budget. But I think that ultimately that forces you to innovate at your optimum and be as creative as you possibly can, because you don't have the resources at your fingertips to spend on advertising and all those things. So it's about building deep relationships that are meaningful with community and people around you to build that solid foundation for your business. And I now reflect on that time, and although it was extremely challenging, it was the greatest gift, because we've followed through and ensured that those values are still ingrained in our business today. How do I recover when I'm having the worst day at work ever? That's a really interesting question. I think for me, it's about not taking myself so seriously. I have two hilarious Labradors at home. I've got an amazing support from my husband and my family, and my team is hysterical. I mean, we're working in that part of the body. We're often talking about tampons and vaginas and all those things, and I think that at the end of the day we laugh a lot, and I think that really breaks down a lot of those barriers when we talk about things being challenging and and not taking yourself so seriously in business, because ultimately you spend the majority of your life doing this, and I think it's just got to be something that's well balanced and enjoyable, and realizing that ultimately we're all humans doing our best at the end of the day, so that's all we can do. My best day on the job, that's huge. I think that, the ultimate for me in the beginning was, I came from my bedroom, I was designing products at my desk, at 18, challenging the status quo of every inch of this category, designing packaging that ensured tampons wouldn't fall out in a woman's handbag, and that the product inside had people and planet at the heart of our mission, and it does. And when that product hit the shelves of Woolworths, that was a phenomenal moment for me, not because I knew that product was on the shelf, but because I remember glaring down the aisle, and I had a moment where I walked in and had a little peek of the product on the shelf, and I actually saw someone walk up to the shelf and put a pack of Tom in their handbag. And to think that had just taken such a journey all the way from my idea in university to the shelves of the largest supermarkets in the country was a pretty phenomenal moment, because I understood the impact that product would have on that woman's health, and hopefully be a tipping point to start thinking about other conscious choices in her life too. So that was big.